And it is a really good morning indeed. Everyone I've seen so far this morning seems to be very happy, bubbly, enjoying themselves. I'm sure that's got absolutely nothing to do with the networking event going on last night. We even got a bit of a nice weather today, which kind of made me realize that technically the summer is just around the corner. Now, speaking of summer, I don't know about all of you, but I tend to get a little bit dreamy. The sun, the sea, out of office, that kind of a vibe. Anyone else feeling the summer vibe yet? And hands up if you've got already holiday plans or holiday booked. Well, amazing. Okay, well, I would like all of us to picture this now. You actually are on holiday, destination of your choice. All inclusive, if you like. So far, so good? Okay, brilliant. Even if your holiday kind of looks like this, that's still absolutely fine. Like I said, destination of your choice. Now, it's day number 3. You finally start feeling that holiday vibe. You had a nice breakfast, you slept really well, maybe you played some video games in the morning, who knows? But I'm going to stick to my story, if that's okay. So you see the weather outside, it's super, super nice, and you're thinking, oh, let me head to a swimming pool or a beach. Okay, maybe you're going to stop at the bar to grab a drink, alcoholic or not, no judgment, even if it's 11 a.m. You're about to head out, and then, all of a sudden, your phone starts ringing. Now, this is not your regular ringtone. It's that kind of a sound that you definitely know, but it takes you a few seconds to realize what it actually is. Any ideas what that might be? It's a Slack call, so nearly there. There we go. Why on earth would you have your Slack on when you're on holiday? Well, I guess some reasons. I suppose some people are just super nice, and then they just decide to leave it on, just in case of emergency. Or maybe you just completely forgot that it's still on. Either way, it's done. It's ringing. So you have a quick look. It's Jenny, the CEO of your company. Now, Jenny never calls you, like never. So you're thinking, it must be a mistake. But then you're getting a Slack message. Please call me back as soon as you can. So, being the nice person that you are, you're calling right back. Firstly, Jenny apologizes. She knows you're on holiday, but this really is an emergency. While you've been enjoying your holiday, she's been having a super busy week. She's been traveling to Dubai for work, very hectic schedule, and her flight back home was an absolute nightmare. Delayed flight by 5 hours. Her luggage got lost as well. She's tired, she's jet-lagged, she just wants to get home. She was just about to get Uber when she realized she could not find her phone. She checked her handbag, she checked her laptop case, she checked the luggage that actually didn't get lost. It's just nowhere to be seen. She starts panicking. Her whole life is on that phone. Not to mention the company's most precious data. So in all that panic, the one thing that came to her head was to find a cafe, quickly open her laptop, connect to Wi-Fi, and call you on Slack. Why you? Well, because you're the main tech person within the company everyone goes to, and she knows you will know what to do. What do you do? Hands up if you think that this is just easy, you can just resolve it on the spot. Okay, brilliant. We can have a chat later. What about if you think that that is going to be a little bit of a challenge? Okay, well, what if I told you I have a secret weapon to deal with emergencies like this, practically on a spot? It's called IQ. I also happen to have Chris with me, who's the brain behind IQ. So Chris, tell us how IQ can help address emergencies like this.
Thank you, Aga. Let me just show you a little bit about our app. So it's something that we launched a couple of months ago. And like Aga mentioned, it's called IQ. And it's our mobile app that connects to various MDM systems. Right now we use Jamf Pro and Microsoft Intune. And it can do quite a few things. And hopefully we'll go through a few of them this morning. So back to the situation, Jenny, right? All right. So let me give you a little demo for this. OK, so this is our app. This is our dashboard. We'll get back to this in a minute, but now let's just take the task at hand. So Jenny lost her phone. So what I will have to do here is go to my devices, and let's find her phone. Maybe I'll just sort by mobile. And oh, actually, here she is, Jenny, CO. So I have all her details here. Just want to make sure that it's really her phone. Yeah, it looks iPhone 13 mini. That sounds about right. OK, so what should I do now? I could probably just lock the device, but that just makes it unusable for her in case she finds it. I could go to more commands, maybe wipe it, but I'm sure she was not going to be happy if she actually gets it back. So maybe I'll just go for lost mode, which maybe, hopefully, help us to locate it. So I'll just tap this little icon here for lost mode. I'll type a message. Now I need to put the phone number, so if someone finds it, they can call it. Well, she lost her phone, so I guess I'll need to take that call. So I'll just put my number in. OK. And now I'm about to activate lost mode. And now we're locating the device. So as you know, there's already a consumer version for this. We have Find My, but for companies, it hasn't always been that great. But I think we found Jenny's phone.
Yay!
All right, great. So the drama is over. I guess we can come back to our holidays. But before we do that, let's... oh, and by the way, we have a little map here. So let's make sure it's actually Jenny who found the device. So it may be a little bit grainy there, but I guess it is Doubletree Hilton in Brighton. All right, so that sounds about right. OK, so now we got the phone. Let's unlock the device for Jenny. I'll just head over to my lost mode and deactivate lost mode. And that's done. Jenny can have her phone back, and we saved the day.
Yeah, how she ended up in a hotel with us, that's no clue. Either way, that was quite a bit of a holiday drama, wasn't it? But we don't need all the drama and emergencies to make a really good use of IQ. In fact, IQ can be helpful in day-to-day work, and let us show you how. So a quick question first. What's that one thing that most of us do in the morning when we start our work day? Any ideas? Yes, email is literally the word I was looking for. Yes, most of us actually do check our emails, just trying to see if there is anything important that we need to address. Now, imagine it's Monday morning. You are away on a conference for a couple of days, so probably you've got some catching up to do. Now, you might also have some pre-scheduled meetings and pre-scheduled tasks as well. So you make yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea. You sit down, you have a quick look at your calendar, couple of meetings, so it's not too bad at all. You take the first sip and you open your emails. You're about to take a second one, and there it is, right in front of you. email subject, urgent, capital letters, security audit coming up. So your hand gets a little bit shaky, but you open it anyway. What choice do you have, right? And you're getting that kind of an email. Hi, we forgot, because it's very easy to forget, that we have a security audit coming up soon. Could you please let me know? Number 1, what's our overall compliance score? Number 2, are all our devices encrypted? Number 3, what's the status of updates? There's number 4, number 5, number 6, followed by, I need to know that by tomorrow. Kind regards, Sarah, CTO. PS. Of course, there's PS as well, in capital letters. We cannot fail this. First thought, is it April Fool's Day? It's not. It's end of May. So your heads probably start spinning a little bit, and you kind of look like this poor guy over here. Millions of thoughts in your head. Can I do it? Can I do it in time? Do I need to reschedule my meetings, other tasks? Do I need to get other people involved? So what do you actually do? And again, hands up if you think that this is easy peasy, you can just squeeze that in with all other tasks you've got. Remember, you're on a conference for a couple of days as well. Okay, and he thinks that it's going to be still okay, but you maybe need to reprioritize a little bit. Okay? And anyone who thinks you have to just turn your day upside down or week? No? Yeah. Okay, cool. So with IQ, what can you do to save Monday?
Okay, well, let's see. All right, so I'll give you a demo of a couple of features, and hopefully I can address those requests from your email. So with IQ, we have our amazing dashboard, which we really like. So there are a few things we can do here. So first, let's have a look at the patch report, right? Updates. So what we have here, we have a patch report widget. So you can see all the overall report. So before you get scared by all the details, you know straight away what's the overall status of your updates. But since once you know it, you can just go to a more detailed report and just see the problematic apps, so you know what to address and you know where the pain points are. Okay, so these are the patches. Then we have our indicators for compliance. So we have a few key indicators which we think are very important, which we heard from a lot of feedback that we got from the Mac admins that we work with. And these are the encryption system updates, like you asked for encryption, right?
Had it.
System updates, so that's for the Mac OS, iOS, and so on. And endpoint protection, so these are your usual suspects like CrowdStrike, Jamf Protect, and so on. So we can quickly check that status. Then we have many more indicators which you can have a look at. We're adding more and more all the time. So we're looking to add a lot of things like CIS compliance and so on in future. So I'm sure that those of you that work with compliance are going to love it. With every indicator, if I go back here, so on the right, if you just tap any of those indicators, you can just go down and see a detailed report. So you can see which devices are compliant, which devices need action. We're also working on providing some remediation workflows. So like you see here with updates, they will be coming, but you will be able to perform some mass actions to help to bring those devices back to compliance with some automation. And in the end, all those numbers that we mentioned before, we crunch it down for you and just give you the overall number. So when you check it daily, you don't have to get into details. You just have this one number, and you make sure that you stay on the top of the scale. Okay, so this is the compliance dashboard. Hopefully I answered those questions from your email. And yeah, back to you, Aga.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. So I've got one more story to tell you. If you work with operation professionals like myself, you'll probably quickly realize that we tend to be a little bit obsessed with cost savings, efficiencies, and generally reducing waste. Now, we may even come across actually as unnecessarily frugal or tight on money. I think I've heard both. Either way, you have 2 new team members in your tech team. You're very happy, very excited because it's been a very busy couple of months and, well, you could definitely use some help. So you requested 2 new MacBooks for them, and you just want to set them up. You head to your office admin hoping to pick up those 2 laptops because you put through a purchase request form. So of course, you just expecting to get them. But instead, you're hearing, I'm sorry, but your purchase request got declined. I thought you were notified. You were not. Declined, you're thinking. Why? How? By who? It turns out to be Hannah, your operations manager. So you're going to Hannah to find out what happened. And you're learning that Hannah literally, physically, has been walking around the office building looking for cost savings and efficiencies. And you know how every office got this corner or maybe even a separate room where people just dump all unnecessary stuff? Well, she found one. It kind of looks like this. Now, that would be okay. Loads of rubbish. You can just probably throw away maybe half of it. But in that room, she also found a little gem. In a corner, there's a box. When she opened that box, her heart started beating a little bit faster. 15 decent-looking MacBooks. She's not very happy. She's not going to buy new MacBooks either. She basically wants to know whether you can reuse those for your new starters as well as new starters in other teams. Having a look in the box, no charges, some labels that just maybe not necessarily make much sense. So you already started thinking how much of a tedious task that is going to be. Charging, opening, switching on those laptops and trying to figure out what's what. So again, Chris, is there a way that IQ can help us with this or perhaps to avoid having that problem in the first place?
Okay, let's have a look. So with that, another live demo. And yeah, let's just go through this workflow. So we found a laptop, let's say 15, okay. Let's say this one looks quite decent. Let's have a look what we can do with it. All right, so when I try to open it, has file vault on it. Okay, there's a sticker at the back. Okay, let's have a look. So it has an asset tag. So what I can do here with my IQ app, as you see in the corner, there's like a little barcode icon. If I tap on that, I can actually search by a tag, which allows me to scan it. And there we go. I can find the computer I need. And I can find some information about what it does and so on. So this is our tagging feature. It has some, it's a read and write one, so you can assign devices to your MDM and scan the tags and so on. But in this case, I just wanted to find the device. And you know, I need to give it to the new employee. So what I need to do first is get to this file vault, right? Okay, so let me just scroll through it. Okay, here I have my file vault keys. So just uncover that. Proceed, Face ID. And there's my file vault key here. Even if you can see it, it gives you like a little hint how to initiate the 5-volt screen so you can unlock the machine. So I'll just unlock it now. OK, so I'm in, but I still need to sign in as a user, because they asked me to check if there's any data on it before I wipe it and hand it over. So I need to sign in. So what I do now is I have my labs accounts. So that's the second green button. So I can just reveal the password for it. Reveal, Face ID. And there's my local admin password. So now I can actually sign into the account on that computer. And I'm in. And after looking around, it's actually empty. There's nothing there, nothing to worry about. They just want to be cautious. So I think I'm ready to pass it over to the new employee. So what we're going to do now is maybe I want to update it first. Just wanted to give them fresh with everything on it. So let's click our update button there. And it says it's already up to date. OK, so we are good to go. And also, we have like a compliance widget there at the top. I can see all my compliance statuses. So this machine is actually in green. So I'm happy with its status. So it's ready to go. So what I'll do now is just send to my More button. And here we have Wipe this Mac. So that will help me to wipe it and hand it over to the user. I'm not actually going to do it because we'll need it at the stand. But I can do something fun as well, and I can lock it. So here on the main screen, you have the lock button. So when I type lock, I need the PIN code. Verify, type it in again. Confirm. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. OK. Now, you might have done it before and then forgot the PIN, so we give you the option to save the PIN. And you can just send it to someone or send it to your files, or whatever you want it. And what happened here? Let's place it like that. And that's how we lock the Mac. But you need to imagine that we wiped it, and it's ready for the user. So this is pretty much a full life cycle of the machine, how you can get it from the cupboard to the user with IQ.
So not
Is it helpful?
Yeah, not a tedious task after all. And I think Hannah's heart rate can go back to normal pretty quickly. These were all the stories we had for you today. So we talked about quite a few features. So let's just do a very quick recap. So we talked about lost mode. We talked about different compliance indicators, and we talked about asset tagging as well. Now, there is so much more we're working on. There are some new exciting upcoming features as well. So here's a quick sneak peek of what's coming up next.
OK, so I'll just give you a couple of features worth mentioning. We're working on a lot of exciting stuff. And by the way, from yesterday, we got a lot of feedback from you. So anyone who contributed, it's great. We really take it seriously. And some of it was actually quite amazing. So thank you. But on our roadmap, the first thing is PDF compliance reports. So what we're looking to do, when you saw the dashboard, there will be an export option. It already exists, but it's only CSV. We're looking to build beautiful PDF reports. So those will be compliance reports, custom towards stuff like Cyber Essentials. We'll look at reports customized for SOC and other compliance requirements. So that's coming soon. One of the other things is single sign-on. So right now, everything that you've seen happens on the device. So you just sign in with your Jamf account or your Microsoft Intune account. And basically, everything stays on the device, which has its advantages as well. But what we're looking to do is create an IQ account where you can integrate all your solutions on the dashboard. And all your users will have their own individual accounts and will be able to sign into the app without having to sign into all the MDMs separately. So we're working hard on that. And the third one I want to share is your feature. So we really want your feedback, and we want to build it around MacAdmin community. And we have this website, ideas.nduoiq.com, where you're free to post anything. You're free to vote on any ideas that we post in there or other people post. And hopefully we can build something amazing together. So looking forward to this. Right. And the app is ready on App Store. You can download it now. You can take care of it. You can just look at all the features, have a spin, and we're open for any feedback. You can email us, see us at the stand. It would be great to hear your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed the presentation and got a bit intrigued by IQ. Questions? Right. Any questions, anyone?
There's one over there. Sorry, yeah, there you are.
Hey, thank you. It's a really good app. I love it. In terms of the compliance, I can see this being a use case for our warehouse, but I don't want them to see the compliance data. Is there a way to hide that so they can only send the MDM commands?
Sorry, what would you like to hide?
So the compliance data, I wouldn't want them seeing the patching reports, but I would want them to send the MDM commands.
Okay, so you would like to customize what kind of data they have access to?
Correct.
Yeah, it will definitely be possible. I mean, you can leave your feedback.
So it's not something now, but it could be.
It's not available now. So basically, the dashboard is what it is. There is actually a placeholder. You can see what's coming. There will be kind of an app store for widgets. So you'll be able to customize which widgets to add and so on. And that's a really good idea to, when we have that IQ account, we'll take it into consideration to have different level for different users.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
So it's a powerful app. With great power comes great risk. So in the event of accidents or malicious, someone getting hold of the phone and the app, what are your thoughts and what are your plans to put control or mitigation against that?
So at the moment we have default screen lock, so it's so the app itself is locked. So if you just got hold of an unlocked phone, you wouldn't be able to open the app in the first place. So that's one of the things. And we try to use whatever is built in iOS. So for example, we don't store any credentials within the app. It's all stored in the app's keychain. So basically, that's hidden away from any other apps and from us or from anyone else. So only app can access this data. But we're definitely we're taking this seriously, and we try to have security by design across the whole development.
I have some ideas, so I'll post them to you.
Yeah, I think
particularly around collusion. If somebody is, for example, wipes more than 3 devices within 10 minutes, then they get, maybe that gets paused, so it gets escalated or something.
That's a great idea. We need.
It's just one idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other questions?
Hello. Yeah, great product. Looks very promising. I work for a university, and the 2 main resources I use for managed devices is Jamf Pro and Apple School Manager. Is there a way to access Apple School Manager through this application? Could there be? Is it even possible?
Do you mean Apple Business Manager?
Well, for an educational institution, it's Apple School Manager. But it's the same sort of thing, yeah.
So I don't think there are APIs for that that we can access at the moment. But we already had those requests. So if Apple allows it at any point, that would definitely make sense. Because just MDM, sometimes there's a whole life cycle of devices or apps where you need to bring it to the MDM, right, from other systems. So we can definitely see how useful that will be. But for now, that's an Apple limitation. We're always on the lookout. If something comes out, we look for new APIs and integrations. So yeah, that's something that we definitely looked at, but it's not possible at the moment.
Once it's assigned to the MDM, it's great, you can use that, go and manage it, but if it's not yet assigned, if it's just sat there in Apple School Manager or Apple Business Manager, it would mean you'd need to still go to a desktop computer and start the process there, and then move on to your phone afterwards. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a look at that whenever it's possible.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we even have time for any more questions?
One more?
One more? Yeah. Nope. Okay. Nope. Well then, thank you very much. We are at the stand 7, though I'm quite aware there are no numbers. So there are not many exhibitors, so I'm sure we'll be able to find us guys. We are there for the rest of the day. So come and talk to us, come and say hello. Please feel free to leave your feedback. We love hearing that always. Again, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay.